Hey folks, this is Ben Kessel. How's it going? You might think this is just another grocery video. Um, it's gonna have some additional things as well. But yes, just went to Trader Joe's. I don't often go here. I probably need to go here a little bit more often. Somewhat. They do good things with what they do. And as I mentioned before, they do a particularly good job with their prices on seeds and nuts and that sort of thing, as well as some of their kind of snacky things. And well, let's just face it, their frozen veggies are just fine. Um, um, and all their snacky stuff and a lot of the other little things that are kind of more packaged and things, and spices as well are very, very good. All that stuff. So you can kind of see what I got here. Of course, we'll be going to PCC still for beef, especially, or meat, and some of their fruit and a few other things like that. Increasingly, try to keep that separated a little bit. This is just, Anyway, so as you can see, I spent a bit more money on my Honeycrisp apples and my cherries, Merlot cherries, which this is one of the best things in Trader Joe's, and the cherry juice. Everything else is pretty cheap, comparatively speaking, compared to PCC especially. I got 3 of these bags, and I'm not showing the entire whole Trader Joe's grocery haul, but a lot of these things are multiple kinds of things. I only got chicken here. That's my main chicken and eggs are the main animal foods. I still don't trust Trader Joe's meat. I mentioned that before. I don't do it. They're gonna give you rotten meat, or they're gonna give you close to expired meat. A lot of time, it's gonna have this off, funky smell and taste. And so that's just the way it is at Trader Joe's. And if they change their ways, maybe I'll come back to them, get some more meat there. But nope. So, as you guys know, I subscribe to Vegetable Police, and you put out a video recently about how dairy and eggs are not good for you. I realize this is supposed to be a comedy channel, but, well, sorry, I'm having some avocado and guacamole. That's so much time I did eat. And by the way, Trader Joe's guacamole. That's the one to get, by the way. I try to trick you with all this cottage cheese or hummus nonsense. I like hummus with garlic, chickpeas. A few other things, avocado and hummus. It's a weird combination. Especially weird if you add dairy to it. Trader Joe's is infamous for their weird flavor combinations, so just stick to this type. Maybe just 1 or 2 others. Be very, very careful when it comes to Trader Joe's guacamole. They give you some funky stuff. That's good guacamole. I mean, I've had better. That's actually pretty good. That's good. There's another type of guy that has a lot more onion and lime and cilantro, and this is more like mostly just avocado, but still really good. So getting back to Vegetable Police here, this guy puts out some people would say he's just a dumb joker. He's just this young guy, puts out these funny videos, but a lot of times, look, eggs and dairy are healthy. I understand the dairy is healthy argument. I don't consume dairy myself so much, maybe just a little bit. It's really just the occasional ice cream and butter. But I don't really consume dairy, so that's a different deal. But with regard to eggs have loads and loads of nutrients. Just like meat and chicken and fish, they are animal foods. We know that we mostly just should eat plant foods. That's his whole video. Vegetable Police. Dairy and eggs are unhealthy. We don't have to talk about dairy. Dairy's got its own issues. Even if you have the grass-fed stuff, it's got its own issues. Mucus forming, whatever. Eggs, nobody's saying eat a dozen eggs at a time. Maybe some of the weightlifters out there that are really big and buff and over 400 pounds of solid muscle and all that good stuff, and strongmen, all that kind of, train of thought. But no, I mean, like, eggs are definitely healthy for you within reason. We're not saying eggs are broccoli. Eggs are not spinach. You should probably not have as many eggs as you have of vegetables or fruit or whatever, or beans or nuts or something. I don't know. Plant foods should still be the majority of what you eat. He's not saying that. He was going on some, I don't know what he's talking. VP is often not especially humorous. In this case, he's just flat out wrong. And I told him specifically, you can be a pescatarian and still be a vegetarian. Oh yeah, he's talking about vegetarianism is unhealthy. Well, of course it's a comedy channel, and of course he tries to be cryptic sometimes about when he's joking and when he's being serious, but you have an entire area of Asia that eats a lot of fish, specifically Japan. Fish is healthy for you, other than the mercury in some of the fish. So you just avoid the fish with high mercury content and you eat the other stuff. Eggs are healthy for you. How many people in the world eat eggs? Africa. Practically everywhere. Latin America, United States, Europe, Israel. We all eat eggs. I mean, the guy, he wasn't saying, I mean, if he made a video called Candy is unhealthy, maybe that would be kind of obvious. Maybe if you made a video saying red meat is unhealthy, well, we've all heard that before. And again, it's just a question of how much you're eating of it. What type of red meat are you eating more of? The quality of it. What the farmers do to the cows. All that stuff. This is all, there's a lot of stuff that we don't even have to joke about anymore, or we don't have to be serious about anymore. This is all stuff that has been proven. Proven. We know that we should eat mostly plants. Question of what the ratios are. That's still kind of the spot. That's the stuff we talk about. We don't have to say things like vegetarianism isn't healthy. Of course it's healthy for you. If it means eating less stuff that's going to give your heart troubles, then of course it's healthy for you. Dairy? Nobody's really defending dairy except for, well, maybe some people. But ultimately what it comes down to is, are you getting your greens in? Are you getting your stuff that's going to help your body heal? Are you eating a lot of stuff that's going to inflame the body? Animal foods tend to inflame the body. But they have nutrients that are very more absorbable, perhaps. Yes. There's pros and cons. Again, this is all just very common sense stuff. What I'm trying to say is, I'm getting a little bit irritated by him. I've got his number. I'm not saying I'm unsubscribing from him. I'm just saying what's been happening for a long time. People get annoyed with him. Federal Police, Casey Stern. I just think he needs to stop making videos that are so obvious. We all know that eggs are not bad for you. We all know that dairy is not candy. But that dairy is probably the worst of the two. Unless you go grass-fed. And if we do conventional dairy, it's probably still better than candy. So shoot me. Dr. Hyman, of course, no dairy, so whatever. But yeah, I mean, the people saying, Dr. Glidden, you should have butter to cook with. Grass-fed yogurt, it's just fine. People in Turkey and Iran and stuff have that stuff all the time. Or, goat cheese or all that lean stuff, right? The leaner dairy. It's mucus forming. It's not something you want to have all the time, but it's fine. And if you have conventional milk or conventional dairy because it's cheaper, just be aware that it's not quite on the level of fruits and vegetables, right? All right. I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.